I'm literally as white as the wall behind me. Like, can you see that? That's like the same color. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, well, hi, welcome. My name is Eli and this is my little corner of the internet. I'm not going to blabber on and make a long intro because I think this video is long enough as it is. So yeah, basically today I'm going to show you what's on my iPhone. I have a really old phone. It's an iPhone SE and it's basically an iPhone 6s, but in like the format or the like phone of iPhone 5s. So this case I've had like as long as I've had the phone, and it's just a black magnetic case from like Ideal of Sweden. Alright, let's just jump into what I actually have on my phone. My lock screen picture is this one. It's a picture of me and my brother from this summer, and I mean, it's not the cutest one of me, but I think it's a cute picture because I love my brother to death. And then if you go into the phone, like my home screen picture is this one, and it's just a picture of me and my boyfriend, which his mom took when we were on a ski trip. I just think it's cute and it makes me happy. I only have this page and I have everything in folders, and it's so convenient and it's just a really nice way to stay organized, and I know where everything is and where everything belongs, kinda. So let's just start with like the ones down here. I have phone, of course, so I can easily access to call people. Then I have Safari, which I use a lot, and I think everyone can like agree with that. Next one is Gmail, and it's like the only app I use for mail, and it's really convenient. I use it quite a lot. I check my emails every day, and it's my main source of communication with like teachers, and yeah, mainly teachers really. And the last thing I have down here is Instagram, and I actually used to have Snapchat down here, but I changed it just a few days ago to Instagram because I realized that I just use Snapchat to like text my boyfriend and maybe some other people sometimes, but I use Instagram like way more, and it just made sense to have it down there instead of Snapchat. And speaking of Instagram, make sure to go follow mine. It's right here and in the description down below. I post on my stories a lot about my everyday life and what goes on, and I also post a bit of pictures, and I like to think I'm aesthetically pleasing, but I'm probably not, but go support me please. Now that we have those few apps out of the way, let's just start from the top, I guess, and go through everything I have on my phone. Alright, the first here is music, and if you don't know, I am a music major and I'll hopefully graduate as one in 2 months, but we'll see about that. Anyways, so here are the apps I use for like playing music. There's only 2. It's guitar tabs. If you are a musician, this is like a must and it's so important. I just have a few songs saved which I usually play a lot, and you can search up songs. For example, here's a song called Don't Let the Sun Go Down, and like you can just search it up and you can see all the chords, and it's amazing. Next one is just a guitar tuner, and as you can see by the little cloud there, I don't use it. So this is just called Things. I'm original, I know. It just has some things that I rarely use. Voice memos I use a bit sometimes when we're like playing music and I want to record it or just want to record something. And then this one called SOS Alarm. It's an app that gives you notifications if there's like fire or an emergency or something nearby, so you know that maybe if there's a fire you should stay indoors or stay away from the smoke or stuff like that. And this is also really neat because if you call the emergency number here in Sweden, which is 112 as the app says, then if you have this app on your phone, it automatically transfers your location to the dispatcher so they know and you don't have to tell them. So the next one is school, or well, it's in Swedish because I'm from Sweden. My phone is like just a mess of bilingualism. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah. So the first one here is Ride. You all know what that is, I suppose. It's like where you keep all your documents and photos and presentations and stuff like that from Google, and I use that a bit to like keep track of my presentations and stuff so I can look at them. But then I also have like the slides and the docs app, because if you go just into the Drive app and want to look at a presentation per se, you can't edit it if you don't have like the slides app. Next one here is called Classroom, and it's basically just Google's like thing for schools, and it's actually really neat. But it's just like you can go into these and teachers can post assignments and just messages and stuff. I literally check that so many times a week. Next one is Google Calendar. They told us to download it and then we've not used it for school really. The next one here in the middle, it's called Skolmaten. And it's basically an app just to see what food is served in school on a certain day. Next one, it's just I can see my schedule in my phone, and I can also do absence reporting in my phone. I feel like most of these are Swedish, and like nobody really cares about this because nobody cares about Sweden. And then it comes Duolingo, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows what that is. Alright, moving on swiftly and not so swiftly because I talk a lot. This is basically titled Stuff You Use. I mean, I don't have to explain that. I mean, yeah. And this one at the bottom is just like a weather forecast app. I've not used that in a while because I don't really go outside, so I frankly don't really care about the weather. I mean, that's just the honest truth. Alright, moving on. Finance. Yeah, nice. Adulting stuff. So it's just my bank app and bank ID, which is basically you can ID yourself online with it. Swish, which is basically like Venmo, if you know what that is. You can send money to people without like having to do a bank transfer. Next one is just like a discount app for students, I guess. It has so many discounts, and every time I want to buy something I just like look at this first, and honestly like most stores I get like 10% off. Next one is just like a thing I had with work, and the next two ones I have money in those banks, so it's just a check on that basically. That's not really interesting, you don't care about finance stuff. Right, let's go to the next one, travel. I don't have a lot of travel apps. I just have like this first one, which is where I can buy a bus ticket for my bus line. Next one is Google Maps, and honestly, that is so important to me because I can't find my way anywhere, like ever. Right, next app is called Life 360, and most people maybe have heard of this, but it's basically just an app where you can make circles. So we have a like circle of my family, and we can basically see where everyone is. Next one is the health folder, and I used to have a lot in this, but I don't anymore because I've not been active since like November. The first app I have is the like health app from iPhone, and it's just, oh well, that's not great. Next one is Runkeeper, and I used to use that a lot when I was running. Also, one of my coaches have said that there's like a voice you can choose, which is like drill sergeant, so you can have a drill sergeant like screaming at you while you run, so you run faster. Don't know if that is true. Next one is just my fitness pal, and it's just basically to track your fitness. Next one down here is called Kry. It's a Swedish app where you can like have a call with a doctor or a nurse and stuff like that. Next one here is called SMS Livräddare. I'm not sure if I should be saying all of this in Swedish because like I don't think anybody cares, but anyways, it's just that you can sign up in this app and you get a notification or stuff like that if there's someone with a known cardiac arrest in like the nearby area. Anyways, the last app in my health folder is called Nivering Tracker, and it's literally what it sounds like. If you don't know what a Nivering is, it's just basically birth control. It just tells me how many days I have left, and that's literally what it does. Next one is called Contact. So it's just messages, FaceTime and contacts, and I rarely use any of these apps. The next folder is called Arcade, so it's all my games I have on my phone, and I'm not gonna show you that. I actually made a video about that, and I think it's the one I posted right before this one, so go check that out. I'll leave link up here and also down in the description. Anyway, skipping the arcade one, let's get to the music. And in there I just have 3 apps. Spotify is obviously the main one, it's the one I use the most. The one to the left here is called Sonos. It's an app that connects to my certain Sonos speakers in my room, and we have it all through the apartment, and I can play music through Spotify. Next one is podcasts, and I used to listen to podcasts quite a bit this summer when I was working, but I don't anymore because I'd rather listen to music or watch a YouTube video. Next one is called shopping. I think everything but the Karma one are Swedish apps, but the Karma thing here, I actually just downloaded it. You can see like restaurants nearby that are connected to this app, and they can like advertise out old food. I feel like this is so boring because I just have a bunch of Swedish apps and nobody really cares about that. Anyways, for my social folder. Right, so first one is Facebook. I don't use it a lot, I use it when I'm bored. And then it's Facebook Messenger, and I actually use that quite a bit. That's what we use like in our family to communicate. Next one is Pinterest, and I used to use this a lot, but I don't really do it anymore. Then is YouTube, and you'll know the YouTube app, you're probably in it right now. Whenever I watch YouTube, I do it on my computer because I just find it a lot easier to not have to hold and like notifications in the way. Then I have Snapchat, everybody knows what that is. And then there's the YouTube Studio, and if you're not a YouTuber, you probably don't know what it is. And it's basically an app so you can like edit your YouTube videos, like the title and thumbnail and stuff like that, not the actual video. And you can look at your analytics and your comments and stuff like that, and it's really a must-have for me, and honestly for every YouTuber. Next one down here is called YT count, like YouTube count, but yeah, it's not a great app. It's like so you can view how many subscribers and how many views you have. And honestly, here's my channel and it says I have 72 subscribers, but if you look here I actually have 80, so I don't know what's up with that, and I'm in the process of getting a new one, but I don't know which one to use. If you have a tip, just tell me down below because I am in dire need of an app to do that. Next one is Discord, and I use that to talk to my boyfriend because he's a gamer, and that's what he uses when he talks to his friends, so yeah. Next one is Quora, and I rarely use that one. Over on the other side there's Bitmoji, which I just use to make my Bitmoji, and I think you need to have that to use your Bitmoji, but I'm not sure. Then I have Preview, which is basically you can plan out your Instagram feed. Next one is just called Mojo, and it's a fun way to make Instagram stories, and it's if you ever see people have these like Instagram stories that are like movies or whatever, yeah, I don't know, they're probably using Mojo. Okay, so the very last folder is called Photography, and of course I have the camera, and then I have the Google Photos, which I used a lot when I was actually doing photography with my actual cameras. But then I just have the regular like Photos app, and then the next app is essential like to my Instagram game. I'm not kidding, it's essential. It's called Lightroom, and it's where I edit all my Instagram pictures, also all my thumbnail pictures, because I can do like these presets, so like everything fits together and you can do so much. In my opinion, I've tried a lot of editing apps and this is the best one. Yes, it's even better than VSCO, whatever you want to call it. Next one is called Camera Connect, and it's literally just I can connect to my camera and have my phone as a like remote shutter. The very last app I have is called Fonto, and it's where I make my thumbnails. You just like add text and you can change the font and you can like curve it. So I was looking for a long time where you could like have an app that curves your text, and this is the one that everybody's using. Okay, that was everything for this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for other content from me. I make content like every Monday and sometimes on Fridays as well. I have a really exciting video coming out this Friday, so be sure to subscribe so you won't miss that. I know I said to comment down below with like the YouTube counter app, but Please comment down below on any app suggestions. Anyways, that was everything for this video, so take care of yourself and please stay safe now in these times. And yeah, that was everything. Bye.